Hey party people, it's Andrew here at SHOT 2023 with Jonathan from Magpul, and of course you guys have been posting a lot on all the socials about your DAKA system here. I've been building myself a fortress, a castle.
Yep.
Store my
Used as intended.
I think we'll put like some kind of crane attachment here. I feel like Darth Vader would kick it here. So this is fairly self-explanatory, right? As far as these little blocks that fit together, they're fairly rigid. They're not super squishy. The guns aren't going to go flying around inside of there. They got a lot of different shapes, like a little V-notch for barrels or optics or whatnot.
Yeah.
We configure them how we want, and we fit them together. What else is there to say about it?
So you're talking about sort of what they're made out of. They're actually made out of the same stuff as the case. So they have the same kind of durability, chemical resistance, heat resistance, that kind of a thing. The system that we developed, like, no one loves their case that I've talked to, or at least that we talk to. It's like the insides with the open cell foam get grimy.
Yeah,
it tears.
We got those pick and pluck ones. Yeah. And my boss Paul was talking about, what am I going to pull all this stuff out, and then I go to the range next weekend with a shotgun, and it doesn't. Nothing fits.
Yeah,
you know?
I mean, when you look at what we do is, there's all these great platforms already out there, and we make accessories that give people an unfair advantage. So it's like, why not take the same approach to the inside of cases? So what we started off with is a drop-in kit for a lot of the popular cases that are out there. So for the Pelican Vault series and the 1700 series next, and Planos. So initially it's like, everyone's got cases laying around. So let's make a system that people can just drop in and customize on the go. So one day you can have your carbine in there, the next day you can have a long gun or a combination of things. The idea is that you can fill every single bit of space inside the case with your gear, provided you put some bracing inside of there. So
we got the base here that we would put in the bottom, and we could fit this to a lot of other, not necessarily Pelican model.
As creative as you want to get.
Amazon or whatnot. As long as the dimensions are going to be the same, it should fit. But we're going to start with this sort of foundation, and we're going to have these modular blocks, right?
That's right.
So am I going to be able to buy just the blocks separately then? Okay.
So the way we sell it is that we have the drop-in kit, or if you buy our case, we made the thing that wraps around it as well, because we thought there's lots of problems to solve there as well. When you buy the base, it's made specific to a system, because we want the dimensionality to be specific, nice and tight. From our testing, we found with open cell foam, there's this.
Like you said, there's a lot of. We already have cases, but if you don't, you can. You can start fresh.
Yeah, but with the open cell foam, we found that doing drop tests, you think that it's nice and safe, especially in laser cuts, like nice and form fitting. But as soon as you drop something, the energy just transfers.
Around. Because
it doesn't just move
sort
around.
Of foam is a lot more giving.
Yeah. So, and it's good for, like, in this instance, the top and the bottom, there's like a little sheet of foam underneath, because it compresses nicely, but you put energy into that, and we found muzzles sticking out the bottom of the cases that we dropped, because laser cut foam doesn't actually protect it all.
You're putting a lot more force into a smaller area, especially if the acceleration is in that direction.
It'll come between the layers, or it'll just literally rip through.
It looks great when you dropped it in there in the first place. When it starts banging around, it can compress enough that the parts can hit each other and all that.
So the way this stuff is designed, while it's made of the same stuff as the case, this is what they make bike helmets out of.
Yeah.
So it absorbs energy the same way. And if you do have a catastrophic drop, you're going to get a crushed brick. That's it. You're not going to have a destroyed firearm. You're going to have a destroyed $300 plus case either.
Sure.
So it just does a lot more protection than what you expect.
So I would assume that you're going to be able to buy a lot of different sizes of kits.
Yes, sorry,
right?
you did ask about that.
Can you, I don't want you to walk us through a whole spreadsheet on pricing, but can you give us an idea of like?
Yeah, they start around $130 for a rifle-sized case, and then they go up to about $150, $160 depending on the size of a long rifle, shotgun type case.
Okay.
So,
but what if I buy one of these kits and I just want to get a few more of the blocks?
Yeah, you can get a 12-pack of the 3 and 2 by blocks for $30, or you can get this set of angled blocks. There's like a couple multiples of these for $25, or these V blocks, like a set of 4. We think around $19 at the moment.
So when are they going to start coming in Duplo colors?
So
and the little rabbit ears and.
we have looked at that. I don't know if we'll do that yet. I mean, black is really forgiving right now. You know, we talked about, you know, day glow orange, that kind of thing. Maybe, we'll see. But right now it's black, and what we focus on is doing more of these type of accessories. So that's the grid system. You know, the case is the other thing that we did.
I can see a lot of room for having specialized blocks and components to fit in there to organize ammo and iPro and an iPro case that was in there. I'm giving you can.
Imagine if someone
I'll send you the invoice later for all these ideas if you use them, of course, because you guys couldn't possibly have thought of anything.
No, not at all.
Now, this is pretty cool. I like it.
Yeah. We named this DAKA because it's part of all our organization system. So you've probably been seeing all the pouches and that kind of thing. You know, this is all made to work together. So this is one of the new light cases that we have.
Oh, you have it zip tied shut.
Well,
I can't open it. It's a secret.
So, it's a secret.
So the questions are always, of course, pricing. We walk through that a little bit. And when can I get it? Can I buy these now, right now?
So these are already shipping for the Vault series of cases. We'll have the 1700 series and the Plano coming a little bit later after that. But this,
so your case, is your case shipping right now?
Not yet. I mean, we have very close, you know, very near final samples.
So right now we can get the retrofit systems, and pretty soon we'll be able to get your case.
I'm sorry to deconstruct your crane. We knew this would happen. That's fine. But yeah, talking about the case, we're planning to ship this hopefully, you know, this half of the year, maybe sooner. But the idea behind this is just the same as with the interior of the cases. We felt there's lots of opportunity to fix things. Yeah. So
we got the same cell marking we got on the magazines for you to.
Yep, that's right. So there's continuity of our design language, but we want it to be fairly clean and slick. A lot of the problems that we've had with cases that we find is there's lots of latches all over the place.
Oh,
and,
yeah.
You know,
it takes me 10 minutes to this. Why do we need 2 latches on the side and then 4 along this edge?
You're closing it and then you're pushing it down. You're like, why the hell is this not closing? It's because one of the latches is falling.
One of them's in already,
But again, it's sort of this perception that there's protection there because you've got more latches. But the thing is, you undo all the latches and you've got your locks in these sort of free-floating positions. And people can, like, you know, open the case up. So what we did is integrate the lock into the latch system where you have a couple of layers here. You have a layer in the lid, a layer in the bottom of the case.
And this isn't just a hole through a plastic. There's a little metal liner.
There's a little metal liner.
Not that you're getting a whole hell of a lot of security out of a plastic case, but if there's no metal liner here, there's nothing at all. Like, a normal person could twist a padlock without that liner.
You could. This, thankfully, is a lot more difficult because we have 3 layers there.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
but
what you find with TSA, they collect locks by the handful, and they all have that little metal eyelet that you'll find in other cases because that metal eyelet actually creates a weak point. So you might put a little metal eyelet, but what's that attached to? The rest of the case and that very minimal amount of material.
That's a good point.
So with this, the way we designed it is once there's a lock through here, there's no way you can open the handle. Thereby, you can't even start to jimmy it up. The other thing that we've done with the design is it's a one-hand operation. They're cammed also so that you can just push down and it pulls the lid down. So it truly is one-handed and very simple because there's only two locks. When you open it up, these stay open, so there's no instance of it falling down. You're like wondering why is this not closing. We've added little bump protectors, bump zones on sort of each edge. You can put little bits and pieces in there, but this adds a layer of protection where it absorbs energy a lot more.
That's a good place to store Skittles and Foamy Ear Pro.
Nailed it. We love our Skittles.
You don't want to mix them up. You want to make keep them separate because.
The other thing with these is you can stand.
The Skittles don't protect your ears, and the Ear Pro doesn't taste as good.
Have you tried? I'm wondering whether lime or strawberry protects better. But yeah, you can stand this on any side. It's got pass-throughs for so slashing things down. They stack nicely. It's got a handle on these two sides. They're profiled very similar to our pistol grips, so they're comfortable. Just take it along. So so we put the same amount of attention on the case as we put on the interior. So we want to develop a system sort of as we intended, but also for people that already have cases, which is pretty much everyone, have a drop-in system as well.
Awesome. Well, Jonathan, thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Thank you guys for watching. We're going to be coming at you with a lot of videos this year. I love you.